everyone. So today we're going to discuss equations transformable to quadratic equations. So I have two videos about this, but then this time we're going to solve equations which are fractional equation or rational algebraic equations, wherein in which some variables appear in the denominator. So find the solution set of the following. We have for number 1, x minus 4x over x minus 2 equals to 1 minus 8 over x minus 2. Then number 2, we have 3 over x plus 5 over x plus 4 equals to 1. Then for number 3, we have 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1 equals to 7 over 12. And then number 4, we have 1 half minus 1 over x minus 1 equals to 6 over x squared minus 1. Number 1, we have x minus 4x over x minus 2 equals to 1 minus 8 over x minus 2. So here, we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by the LCM of all the denominators. So LCM means the least common multiple. Least common multiple of the denominators, or simply get the LCD. Okay, least common denominator. Okay, so here, the least common multiple of the denominator is x minus 2. Okay, so we have x minus 2. Why? Because here, in the first term, the denominator is 1. In the second term, the denominator is x minus 2. On the next term, on the right side, the denominator of this is 1. And then here, the denominator is x minus 2. So, simply the LCM is x minus 2 times 1, or that is x minus 2. Then, let us now multiply both sides. So, let us just copy first. Then 1 minus 8 over x minus 2. Multiply it by x minus 2. Okay? Then we have x minus 2 times x. So, we will just multiply x times x minus 2. Then minus x minus 2 times 4x over x minus 2. So, here as you can see, we all know that the denominator of this is 1, right? Now, we can cancel x minus 2. Then, we have only 4x. Okay? So, let us copy 4x. Then, equals 2. Let us multiply x minus 2 times 1. So, we will just copy this, x minus 2. Then, this one, x minus 2 times 8 over x minus 2. Then, let us cancel x minus 2. Then, we have only 8. Okay? Minus 8. Okay, then, let us simplify. We have x times x. We have x squared. Then, x minus 2. We have negative 2x. Then, minus 4x. Then, equals to x. Now, negative 2 minus 8. We have negative 10. Then, let us now combine similar terms. We have x squared minus negative 2x. Negative 2x minus 4x. That is negative 6x. Now, let us transpose x minus 10 to the left side. So, once you transpose it, change the sign from positive to negative. So, we have negative x. Then, from negative 10, make it positive 10. Equals to 0. Or, you can make use of the subtraction property of equality. So, subtract x on both sides of the equation and then add 10 on both sides of the equation. Then we have x squared, negative 6x minus x, that is negative 7x, then plus 10 equals to 0. Then as you can see, this is now the quadratic equation in standard form, right? We have x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals to 0. The next, we can make use of factoring to find the values of x, okay? So we have x and then x. For 10, you're going to think of factors of positive 10, wherein if you're going to get the sum of that, that is negative 7. Let's say we have negative 5 and then negative 2, because negative 5 times negative 2, that is positive 10, right? Then if you're going to multiply negative 5 times x, we have negative 5x. X times negative 2, we have negative 2x. If you're going to add that, that is negative 7x, which is the middle term, negative 7x. Okay? Then let us now... Okay. Then, we have to equate each factor to 0. X minus 5 equals to 0. X is equal to 5. Okay? Then, x minus 2 equals to 0. X is equal to positive 2. Okay, so let's check. Okay? So, we have, if x is equal to 5, now using the equation, we have x minus 4x over x minus 2 equals to 1 minus 8 over x minus 2. Now let us substitute, okay? So we have 5 minus 4 times 5 over 5 minus 2 rather, then equals to 1 minus 8 over 5. The value of x is 5 minus 2. The next, we have 5 minus 4 times 5, we have 20. Then over 5 minus 2, we have 3. Then equals to 1 minus 8 over 5 minus 2, we have 3. Okay? Now, are they equal? Let's see. We have the denominator of 5 is 1, right? Denominator of 5 is 1. So, the LCD here is 3. Okay? 3 divided by 1, we have 3. Times 5, we have 15. Then minus 3 divided by 3, we have 1. Times 20, we have 20. Or negative 20. Then equals to, LCD again is 3. Denominator of this is 1. 3 divided by 1, we have 3. Times 1, we have 3. Minus 3 divided by 3, we have 1 times 8. So we have 8. Okay? Now, let's see if they are equal. So, positive 15 minus 20, we have negative 5. Okay? Then over 3. Then equals to 3 minus 8, we have negative 5 over 3. Okay, so, see? They are equal. So, we have negative 5 over 3 equals to negative 5 over 3. So, check. Okay? Next, how about if x is equal to 2? So, using the original equation, we have x minus 4x over x minus 2 equals to 1 minus 8 over x minus 2. So, substituting the value of x, we have 2 minus 4 times 2 over 2 minus 2 equals to 1 minus 8 over 2 minus 2. Then, next we have 2 minus 4 times 2, we have 8. then over 0 equals to 1 minus 8 over 2 minus 2, we have 0. So, as you can see, we have here fraction wherein the denominator is 0. Now, in that case, that is undefined. So, 2 minus 8 over 0 equals to 1 minus 8 over 0. That is undefined or does not exist. Okay? Now, what are you going to do is that you will just get the solution to this equation, which is 5, because x equals to 2 is what we called an extraneous solution. Okay? So, when we say extraneous solution, solution or root, this is a solution, okay? This is a solution of an equation derived from an original equation but not a solution. Okay? But not a solution of the equation, of the original equation. Okay? So here, we can say that the solution of the equation x minus 4x over x minus 2 equals to 1 minus 8 over x minus 2 is only 5, or x is equal to 5. Because x equals to 2 is what we call an extraneous solution. Extraneous solution. Okay? So that's it for number 1. Number 2, we have 3 over x plus 5 over x plus 4 equals to 1. So here, the first step again is we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by the least common multiple, or the LCM, of all the denominators. So here in the given equation, the LCM is x and then x plus 4. Okay? So here, x and then x plus 4. Then next, let us copy 3 over x plus 5 over x plus 4, then equals to 1. Multiply this by the LCM, x times x plus 4. Then, we have x times x plus 4 times x, times 3 rather, then divided by x. So here, let us cancel x, okay? Then, we have now x plus 4 and then 3, okay? We're going to multiply that. We have 3 and then x plus 4. Then, x times x plus 4 times 5 over x plus 4. So, we're going to cancel x plus 4. We have only x and then 5. So, we have plus 5 times x, or we have 5x. Then equals to, next, x times x plus 4 times 1. So, that is equal to x times x plus 4. Then we have to multiply 3 times x. We have 3x. Then 3 times 4. We have 12. Then plus 5x. Then equals to x times x. We have x squared. Then x times 4. We have 4x. Okay? The next, let us combine similar terms. So we have, let us transpose all the terms on the left side. So just change the sign, or we're going to make use of the subtraction property of equality. So we have negative, we have here 3x. Let us transpose negative x squared, then minus 4x. Then here we have plus 3x, then plus 12 plus 5x, then equals to 0. Then we have here combining similar terms or collect like terms, x squared, negative x squared, then we have negative 4x plus 3x, so we have negative 1x, negative 1x or x, negative x plus 5x, that is 4x, so plus 4x, then next we have 12, so plus 12 equals to 0. The next, let us make the quadratic term positive. So multiply both sides by negative 1. Okay, so let us multiply this by negative 1. So we have negative 1 times negative x squared, we have x squared. Negative 1 times 4x, we have negative 4x. The negative 1 times 12, we have negative 12 equals to 0. So this is now the equation in standard form. So next, we have to get the values of x, right? So let us make use of factoring. So what are the factors of x squared? Of course, we have x and then x. Factors of negative 12 wherein, if you're going to add it, the sum is negative 4. So let's say negative 6 and then positive 2. Let's see, negative 6 times 2, we have negative 12, right? If we're going to multiply negative 6 times x, we have negative 6x. X times 2, we have 2x. You add it, we have negative 4x. Negative 4x is the middle term, right? This one. Negative 4x, that is the middle term, right? Okay, therefore, this one, x plus 6 or x minus 6, and then x plus 2 are the factors. Okay, let us now erase. Okay, then we have to equate each factor to 0. X minus 6 equals to 0. X is equal to 6. Then, x plus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to negative 2. Then after that, let us check. Okay? So to check, if x is equal to positive 6, using the original equation, so we have 3 over x plus 5 over x plus 4, then equals to 1. Okay? Then we have 3 over 6 plus 5 over 6 plus 4 equals to 1. Then we have 3 over 6 is 1/2. Okay? That is 1/2 plus 5 over 10. So 5 over 10 is also 1/2, right? So we have 1/2 plus 1/2, that is 1, right? They are similar fractions, so you will just add the numerators. We have 1 plus 1, we have 2. Then you will just copy the same denominator, so we have 2, then equals to 1. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, equals to 1. And then we know that 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1, right? Okay, next, for the second value of x, if x is equal to negative 2, using the original equation, we have 3 over x plus 5 over x plus 4, then equals to 1. You substitute, we have 3 over negative 2 plus 5 over negative 2 plus 4, then equals to 1. Then, we have here negative 3 over 2 plus 5 over negative 2 plus 4, we have 2, right? Then equals to 1. Now, negative 3, as you can see, we have same fractions or similar fractions, right? So, what are you going to do is you will just simplify the numerators. Negative 3 plus 5, we have 2, positive 2, over 2 because you just copy the common denominator, which is 2, then equals to 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1, equals to 1. Check. Okay, so we can say that the solutions of the equation 3 over x plus 5 over x plus 4 equals to 1, or x is equal to 6 and x is equal to, what's this, negative 2. Number 3, let's say we have 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1, then equals to 7 over 12. So here, we have different denominators. So the LCM of all the denominators, or the least common multiple, is 12 times x, or 12x, okay? Then times x plus 1. You can make use of the product form, or you can make use of this one, the factored form. Okay, this is easier for us to make use of the factored form. So let's proceed. We have 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1 equals to 7 over 12. Then multiply this by 12x, then times x plus 1. Okay, let's multiply. We have 12x times x plus 1 times 1 over x. So here we can cancel x variable, okay? Then we have only x 12 and then x plus 1. So we have 12 times x plus 1, okay? Then plus 12x times x plus 1 times 1 over x plus 1. So here we can cancel x plus 1 because x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 is 1. Then we will just multiply 12x, right? So we have 12x. Then plus 12x times x plus 1 times 7 over 12. We can cancel 12. Okay, then we have only 7, x, and then x plus 1. So let us multiply 7 times x. Okay, so 7 times x, that is 7x, times x plus 1. Okay, then after that, let us multiply 12 times x, so that is 12x. Then 12 times 1, we have 12. Then plus 12x. Then equals to 7x times x. That is 7x squared. Then 7x times 1, we have 7x. Okay, then combining similar terms, you can transpose 7x squared and then 7x to the left side. Just change the sign. Or you can make use of the subtraction property of equality. So we have negative 7x squared, then minus 7x, then plus 12x, plus 12, plus 12x, then equals to 0. Then let us now copy negative 7x squared. Now here, negative 7x plus 12x. So that is 5x. Then plus 12x, we have 17x. Then we have 12 plus 12 for the constant, right? So plus 12 then equals to 0. Now since that the quadratic term is negative, multiply both sides by negative 1. So we have 7 positive 7x squared. Negative 1 times this one, negative 1 times 17x. So that is negative 17x. And then negative 1 times 12, we have negative 12. Okay, then equals to 0. The next is we're going to make use of factoring for us to get the values of x. So we have x, okay, x. This one, we can make it a 7x, right? So we have x times 7x, we have 7x squared. The first term, this one. You can make use of you can write here 7x and then the other one x. It's okay. Then, how about for negative 12? So negative 12, think of factors of negative 12. We have, let's say, negative or positive 4 and then negative 3. Let's see, 4 and then negative 3, that is negative 12, right? We're going to multiply 4 times x, we have 4x, right? 7x times negative 3, we have negative 21, okay? Negative 21x. Now, if you're going to add, rather, 4x and the negative 21x, that is negative 17x, which is the middle term, negative 17x. So, we are correct. Okay? So, factors are 7x plus 4 and then x minus 3. Now, let us equate each factor to 0. So, we have 7x plus 4 equals to 0. We have 7x is equal to negative 4. Then, divide both sides by 7. Then, equals to negative 4 over 7. Then, we have to cancel 7. Then, we have only x equals to negative 4 over 7. So, this is the first root or the first solution. For the second solution, we have x minus 3 equals to 0. X is equal to positive 3. So, let's see. Let's check, okay? To check, if x is equal to negative 4 over 7 using the equation, we have 1 over negative 4 over 7, then plus 1 over negative 4 over 7, plus 1, then equals to 7 over 12. Okay, then we have here 1. We're going to make use of the concept of simplifying fractions. We have here the numerator is 1, right? Then the denominator is a fraction. What are you going to do is you're going to get the reciprocal of the fraction. So we have negative 7 over 4. Okay? Then plus, here we have 1. Okay, so we have 1. Then you're going to get the LCD of 7 and then denominator of this is 1. So LCD is 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. Times negative 4, we have negative 4. Plus 7 divided by 1, we have 7. Times 1, we have 7. Okay? That's why if you're going to divide 7 and then 7. 7 divided by 7, that is 1, right? Then equals to 7 over 12. Then we have negative 7 over 4 plus 1 over negative 4 plus 7, we have 3 over 7, then equals to 7 over 12. Then we have negative 7 over 4 plus the numerator 1, okay? The numerator 1 times the reciprocal 3 over 7. The reciprocal of 3 over 7, which is 7 over 3, then equals to 7 over 12. The next, we have negative 7 over 4 plus 7 over 3 equals to 7 over 12. Then, we have different fractions. So, you're going to get the LCD, which is 12. 12 divided by 4, we have 3 times negative 7, negative 21. Then plus 12 divided by 3, we have 4 times 7, we have 28. Then equals to 7 over 12. Negative 21 plus 28, that is 7 over 12. Okay, so they are equal. Check. Next, for x is equal to 3, okay, if x is equal to 3, positive 3, using the original equation, we have 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1 equals to 7 over 12. Then, we have 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 equals to 7 over 12. Then, we have here 1/3 plus 1 over 4 equals to 7 over 12. Again, we have different fractions. So, get the LCD. We have 12. 12 divided by 3, 4. Times 1, we have 4. Plus 12 divided by 4, 3. Times 1, we have 3. Then equals to 7 over 12. 4 plus 3, we have 7 over 12. Then equals to 7 over 12. Check. Both values of x satisfy the given equation. Therefore, we can say that the solutions of the equation 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1 equals to 7 over 12, or x is equal to negative 4 over 7 and x is equal to 3. Okay, that's it for number 3. Next, number 4. Let's say we have 1 over 2 minus 1 over x minus 1 equals to 6 over x squared minus 1. So here, what are you going to do is, let us get the LCM of all the denominators. So for the first denominator, we have 2, right? So factors are 2 times 1. For the second, we have x minus 1. Factors are x minus 1 times 1. For the third denominator, we have x squared minus 1. So factors are x plus 1 and then x minus 1. Okay? Because this is an example of a difference of 2 squares. So we have to get the LCM, least common multiple. So we're going to get 2. Okay? Of course, 1, no need. Then times, we have to get x plus 1. And then this one, x minus 1. Okay? So, x minus 1. Okay. Then, let us now copy 1 over 2 minus 1 over x minus 1 equals to 6 over x squared minus 1. Multiply this by the LCM 2 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. So let us now multiply. We have 2 times x plus 1 times x minus 1 times 1 divided by 2. So we're going to cancel 2. We have only x plus 1 and then x minus 1. Then, next, going back to this, we have x plus 1 and then x minus 1. Then, 2 times x plus 1 and then x minus 1. Let us multiply it by 1 over x minus 1. So, we're going to cancel x minus 1. So, we have only x plus 1 and then 2. Okay? So, we have minus 2 times x plus 1. Then, equals 2. Again, multiply this by 6 over x squared minus 1. You have to remember that x squared, okay, that x squared minus 1 is equal to x plus 1 and then x minus 1, right? So, here we're going to cancel x squared minus 1 and then x plus 1, x minus 1 because they are just the same, right? So, we have only 2 and then 6. So, 2 times 6. Then, we have 2 times 6. Okay. Then, we all know that x plus 1 and then x minus 1 is equal to x squared minus 1. Then, minus 2 times x, we have 2x. Then, 2 times 1, we have 2. Minus 2. Because negative 2 times 1, we have negative 2. Then equals to 12. 2 times 6, we have 12. Then, combining similar terms, we have x squared minus 1 minus 2x. You transpose 12 to the left side. So, minus 2 minus 12 equals to 0. Then we have x squared minus 2x. Then, similar terms here are negative 1 minus 2. We have negative 3. Minus 12, that is negative 15 or minus 15. Then, equals to 0. Then, again, let us make use of factoring. Factors of this trinomial, we have x and then x. Negative 15, factors of negative 15, wherein if you're going to add it, the sum is negative 2. So, we have negative 5 and then positive 3. Let's see. Let us multiply negative 5 times x, negative 5x. X times 3, we have 3x. If we're going to add, we have negative 2x. Okay. Let us now erase. Let us erase this one. Okay. Then, equate each factor to 0. X minus 5 is equal to 0. X is equal to positive 5. Then, x plus 3 is equal to 0. X is equal to negative 3. So, these are the values, possible values of x. So, let us check. Okay. So, to check if x is equal to 5 using the original equation, we have 1. Let's see the original equation. We have, okay, 1/2 minus 1 over x minus 1 equals to 6 over x squared minus 1. So we have 1 over 2 minus 1 over 5 minus 1 equals to 6 over 5 squared minus 1. Then we have 1 half minus 1 over 5 minus 1, we have 4. Then equals to 6 over 5 squared, we have 25 minus 1. So, let's see, we have unlike or dissimilar fractions. So, LCD is 4. So, 4 divided by, let's see, 4 divided by 2, we have 2. Times 1, we have 2. Minus 4 divided by 4, 1 times 1, we have 1. So, minus 1. Then, equals to 6 over 25 minus 1, we have 24. Okay? So, 2 minus 1, we have 1 over 4. Then, equals to 6 over 24, lowest term is 1/4. Okay, so they are equal. Next, if x is equal to negative 3. So, using the original equation again, we have 1 half, then minus 1 over x minus 1 equals to 6 over x squared minus 1. Then, substituting the value, we have 1 half minus 1 over negative 3 minus 1 equals to 6 over negative 3 squared minus 1. Then, we have 1 half minus 1 over negative 3 minus 1, that is negative 4. Then, equals to 6 over negative 3 squared is 9, minus 1. Okay? Then, we have 1 half. We have 1 half. Negative times negative, positive, 1/4. Then, equals to 6 over 8. Okay? Then, get the LCD, which is 4. So, 4 divided by 2, we have 2. Times 1, we have 2. Then, plus 4 divided by 4, 1 times 1, we have 1. Then, equals to 6 over 8. Now, 2 plus 1, we have 3 over 4. Then, lowest term of this is 3/4 also. So, see, they are equal. So, here we can say that the solutions of the equation one half minus 1 over x minus 1 equals to 6 over x squared minus 1, or 5 and negative 3. Okay, that's it. So, I know that you learned a lot today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you have questions, I'll answer you. And also, if you want to share it with your classmates. And then, just click the notification button for more videos and updates. Thank you.